Hey, this is Junior with eBay. This will be a quick tip on how to manage your inventory within eBay's VMP. It's a vehicle management page is what that stands for. So this is for licensed car dealers that are currently on an eBay package, a listing package with eBay. And if you are a licensed car dealer and you're not on a package, definitely contact our motor support team. I will put that phone number in the comments, or I'm sorry, I'll put that in the description so that you can access that team and get an idea of what it takes to get on this VMP, this listing tool, and a place that you can also manage your listings to push them automatically to eBay, where it will continue to rotate your inventory for you, and then you'd have access to your lead activity and so forth, which is on both my settings and lead activity are on some separate videos here on my channel. So do look those up. Today we're going to talk about how to manage your listings. I don't recommend leaving, I don't recommend leaving an auction or even a buy it now best offer out there for the full duration. And remember, these are for dealers that are on VMP, because if you're on a package with eBay, you can rotate your inventory every day, every 2 days, every 5 days, anything that you want without any additional charge. If you're not on a package, you're going to pay every time. So if you list something and you're what we call a la carte listing, you're going to pay for that listing. If you take that listing down early, trying to manage inventory based on this video, you've cost yourself some money. So if you're a dealer, you're on a package with eBay, you definitely want to be doing this. I highly recommend going in and looking at the activity within your auctions and your buy it now best offers. We're looking at some auctions right now, and I'm going to give you an idea of my strategy, or my recommended strategy of what listings to take down, because they're taking up a spot and they're not really getting anywhere. So if I'm a dealer and I've got 10 parking spaces, and this dealer's currently building 2 more right now to fill he's got 8 currently being used. He's got 10 parking spaces. So this dealer, he's limited on how many he can have up at the top of search, right? Auction and buy it now best offer, some of the best listings on eBay. So I wouldn't let a car or a vehicle that's got 7 bids that's only at $2,000 on a $16,000 reserve, I wouldn't let that sit there for more than a couple of days. I'm going to come in and end that listing because it's not going anywhere. It's not driving a lot of activity. And so it could just be the timing, could just be the seasonality, could be what's going on in the news. It could be a lot of things that's probably not driving high bidding activity. And maybe next week will be better. So I'm going to end this listing. I click the end, and the automation within VMP will replace this vehicle, or the dealer can go in and say, I want to replace it with this vehicle. But I highly recommend rotating stuff out like this. So imagine you've got your car dealership, you got 10 parking spots on the eBay freeway that's out in front of you, and millions of people are driving back and forth looking over at your vehicles. But no one's come in and looked at this vehicle. Maybe 7 bids, there's probably 2 bidders. In order to get 7 bids, there's at least got to be 2. So you've maybe had people come in and take a peek at it, but they're up to $2,000 in bidding. Nobody's been real aggressive, not that we've seen anyway. And maybe this is one bidder, and he said outbid himself, and he hasn't been outbid. We don't know where he's at. So I'm going to end this listing, and I'm going to put something else in its place. I'm not going to let it sit there during the entire duration. I'm not going to let that car sit out on that freeway and millions of people driving by, but no one coming in and looking at the car. I'm going to rotate it out for something else I think might pique their interest and get them to drive into my dealership. So I come in and I click end. It says, you sure you want to end that? It refreshes the page, and it goes down to 7 listings, 7 currently in these parking spots. Here's another one. It ends tonight at 8 o'clock. It's currently 10 o'clock. Same thing. It's at $3,000, $10,000 card. I'm looking at the bid activity. There's 23 total bids. There's probably 2+ bidders. I'm probably just going to go ahead and let this one ride because it might get some activity in the last few hours. If I look over at this one, ends on 6/5 at 8:50 p.m., I'm going to leave that one. It's got some interest. It's got a couple of days to go, today being the 3rd, by the way. So today, you know, we got a couple of, at least 2.5 days to go on that auction. This auction's at 10 grand. It ends tomorrow night at 8:30. It's got 20 total bids. It's only at 10 grand. I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to end that one and put something else in its place. It just didn't ramp and take off like I thought it would. I'm going to replace that with something that will. And you know, sometimes when I end these auctions like that, my phone rings from a couple of the bidders, and the bidders are like, "Hey man, did you sell that car?" "Oh, you know, no, we were managing the inventory and kind of just rotate them. Didn't seem like a ton of interest. Were you interested?" So forth. It opens the dialogue, man. It gives me an opportunity to talk to the buyer, and usually they do pick up the phone. They kind of want to know what happened. "Hey, I was actively bidding on that, man. I was really interested." "Oh, that's great. You know, I can definitely help you with that." So anyway, that's what I do. I do the same thing with buy it now best offer. If I've got a 5-day buy it now best offer and I don't have any offers in by day 2 or 3, chances are it's just not a popular car today, and I'm going to remove it, put something else in its place, and I'll try that vehicle a little bit later. So I definitely recommend rotation, rotation, rotation. Go in, try to rotate the inventory, look to see what's got some interest. And anything within, you know, that's going to end in 24 hours or, you know, maybe 48 hours, and it just has nothing, no activity, I definitely rotate that thing out of there. Anyway, I'm going to leave the comments open below, so definitely comment or ask any questions that you might have. I appreciate you. Press and play. Have a great day.